Today, the inspiration came in for me around releasing the idea that we think we know something, releasing this control of thinking we know things about the world, ourselves, and others. It is such a little control mechanism of the ego to try to feel safe. Keep thinking we know things. And it's such freedom in releasing this and being completely open as we appear, as we appear literally, as we interact, or if we are by ourselves, just to rest in a place of not knowing anything. Then every encounter is brand new, amazing, curious, and very joyful. Maybe we go into a meditation and invite this feeling of not knowing things about ourselves and the world. And you can just allow yourself to just rest in this moment. And try again to just release all the thoughts, all the random thoughts. Just feel the openness in your mind. And allow yourself to sink even deeper. Images, people, events, our thoughts. Just give them over, but stay really open and alert. All our thoughts will be replaced by this beautiful connection, spirit. And when you feel ready, we can come back here to our Zoom session. I just feel like the need for words is almost over. The whole second part of the workbook, the course, the need for words is almost over. That's a nice place to be, you know, to just observe, just watch the world without trying to fix it. If we try to fix it, it's very likely that we have projected our own problems onto the world somehow. Have something important or helpful for someone else. And I think, you know, this can be the case, but I think most of the time it's the self-concept wanting to feel safe. Even the helper self-concept can be just a self-concept. It's often. It's a gift to observe, to still the mind so much that you don't feel like you have to do anything or explain or improve something. Just be and observe and then let this peace flow through you, be extended. Does anyone have anything you'd like to explore here today? Vanessa?
Yeah, you said some. I just would like to explore something here because it touched me when you said, maybe I cannot say in the same words, but you said something about the personality. Even this, you know, this about the words. You talk a lot of words, and especially when I go to a place where, you know, there are many people there, I feel awkward, like awkward because because I can see in my mind this fake, like I need to do something, I need to talk with people, I need to, but it's not from my heart. Like it's just this, a lot of ideas, how should I behave, how should I do in order to be like, to be the nice one, like, oh, you are so, you know, open heart. But I don't know what does that mean in the present moment to be open heart. You know, I think I know, like, be open heart to just go around and say, hey, oh, come on, come here. Or yeah. And I like the idea to be present and allow the Holy Spirit come through me and be truly helpful every time when I feel like lost, and I step back and I just pray, whatever I am, I just pray like, Jesus, I feel lost, help me. Something really happened, like, and then I can feel really helpful. But when I don't do this, I just go into like, I know what to do, and then like in this automatic, and I just feel so empty and so weird, you know. Yeah. But my thought is, if I pray more, if I stay with Holy Spirit in my mind, something is going to disappear, and people, they are not gonna like me. They have this thought in my mind. I'm not gonna be an interested person. Like, it just I'm not gonna be cool. It's so weird, but I would like to express that. But I felt in my heart when you said something resonate here, and I want to express my gratitude for that, and yeah, and express this fear of not being liked or yeah, that's it.
Yeah, good. That's good, Vanessa. You're really watching your mind and you're seeing this tendency of the self-concept to act, to be liked. And
Yeah.
that is so crucial to see. That is so important for us to see. Anytime the self-concept is in charge, it's often to be liked. The purpose for the self-concept is often to be liked. And to be right as well. To be liked and to be right is the self-concept's goal. And how beautiful that you catch it and then you make this beautiful prayer, like, help me. And then you have a true inspiration. That's, yeah. Because spirit who you are in truth is naturally loving, naturally flowing, naturally embracing, Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa. Love you so much. Yeah, Karin.
Can you hear me from here?
Yes, very well.
Okay. During this meditation, I really realized how fearful I am about present joining or future joining or just joining. So I had a lot of thoughts. Yeah. And now Peter and Solveig are here. It's very present. But I put my fear on. I'm waiting for a phone call for the Danish society. And I have this experience when I'm in Awaken to Love community. There's a very bad connection on my phone, and I thought, wow, they can't phone me. I'll never get an appointment. What is all this fear about? So I feel that I'm not able to join or be reached, or there's something I'm really fearful about. So I want to stay in Denmark till I have had that phone call, I realized.
So fear is an escape from present joining, any type of fear,
Yeah.
And, yeah, even if you miss a call, which can always happen for different reasons, you will see you have a missed call and you can call back, So I think there is just the fear, again, the fear of separation is projected onto this. It gets projected onto so many things, and it's a very stressful state of mind. Thanks for sharing, for being willing to release it. Yeah. Holy Spirit is the great orchestrator of all things, And to trust that, to really trust the Holy Spirit is part of even this and how it's going to be handled. The Holy Spirit is even in this. It's like the great administrator of all things, And to really trust that's a gift. To rest in that, knowing. Because even the fear of present joining, the present joining can be covered up by this fear of occupation with future thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what is happening. Because I'm afraid that to talk about everything, Peter and Solveig, and all my private thoughts. It's really coming up in waves. Yeah.
Yeah. So then to pray, I will step back and let him lead the way, you know.
Yeah.
And see, you know, even to have this, listening to the present moment.
Mm.
Yeah, Peter.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Peter. How's it going?
Just listening about present joining. I thought I wanted to share, but I saw myself rehearsing beforehand.
Oh, good.
And
Good.
yeah, I feel a lot of fear just speaking here, exposing. I've often said that. So being here, preparing the meal yesterday, I had a lot of fear about how time would be around the kitchen, how I was cooking, like a lot of fear. And I've had that at the community. It's not really as strong as that now. I was very strong. And it's about, it seems that the fear of being controlled. You said to me just before I left about this fear of getting it wrong and being punished.
Mm-hmm.
And it does feel like all this is connected with the fear of the sort of separation or abandonment trauma. So others shared about, you know, needing to be loved.
Yeah.
And that came up very strong in town in Aarhus 2 days ago. I had a lot of sexual feelings, and I had hungry feelings, and feeling really needy.
Mm-hmm.
And the sort of conflict that really comes between me and Solveig, I think it's really probably always only ever been about separation. And yeah, and that's my fear if I see Solveig getting into something and it's between us, I then am fearing the abandonment. Really, it doesn't come straight away. It's like if we don't speak for a day, then I'm starting to get really almost paralyzed in my mind at times. There's tremendous aloneness can rise up. There's a lot of hurt, I would say. Maybe I'm just talking about this, but it is here. I feel it all the time, really. I feel it.
You're talking about how you feel, and this, you know, in those different situations, it's almost like, where will my comfort come from? It's like inside is kind of seeking or urging, you know, and yeah, the answer is only through God, only through truth, only through forgiveness. But I think the hurt and the littleness will seek it in other people. We'll keep seeking it from the outside, you know. So, but you're in a good place because you have companions, you know, so it's a combination of seeking God, seeking real deep comfort from the Comforter. The Holy Spirit is called the Comforter in the Bible, you know. Jesus said, I send this Comforter to you, you know. And actually only the real true comfort can come from the Comforter. It can come through people. That's why I feel it's a combination, because you share purpose of healing. So there can be times when you can feel really seen and heard and helped by a companion, you know. And spirit can come through. But yeah, you're in such a good healing process. The time when you feel those feelings, like when you were in the kitchen and you were afraid of being judged, Karin would think you should do it differently. You know, in that moment, that's like a healing opportunity. Even to take a pause, to pause and go and sit with those feelings for a bit.
I did speak it. I spoke it out. I have spoken with Kain at times, but I spoke with Solveig, who was with me then. But I didn't stop, and that is. Yeah, I can see I do need to stop, and that's with any activity. It's like I can't get. I remember as a child that this anxiety, I just could feel it, but I held it over here somewhere, and I lived up here, carrying on doing. And I can feel that.
Yeah, we can reverse it. You know, it's always about healing. It's not about getting food ready or getting anything done. It's always about healing.
Yeah, well, it's good to expose that here, just to be reminded.
You talk so much about that. Yeah. It's not about cooking at all.
No, it didn't feel like it was really about the cooking. It felt about the fear of not being loved or being abandoned or being judged, which felt like the same as not being loved in my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could be the same. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's good. Just as we talk just a little bit like this, you can see the purpose and the desire is the same for all of you. You have the same desire for healing and peace of mind. Just to discover that, you know, that helps. Yeah. Thank you. We love you. Lori. And then, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to expose like what happens when, because I had the call with you two last night, and just a whole lot of unworthiness comes up and fear and yeah, like afterwards I'm just ruminating, like I've not done it right. I didn't know how I was feeling. I couldn't express how I was feeling. Yeah.
That's not true. You were very sharing how you were feeling. It felt beautiful. Maybe some other ideas come in afterwards. I think that happens for you sometimes. Judgment.
Just that helped me just like get in touch with the anxiety, you know, not say that it's about this thing, it's just, yeah, it's just anxiety. But then the thing I wanted to talk about was in the night. Just felt, I don't even know how I feel about it, because there's been such deep healing episodes in the night as well, with all different kinds of things. But last night, there was just a lot of guilt around it, because in the call with Francois, Francois had mentioned the time when everyone came over to eat at our place in the house. And he said about Gareth's eyes being so bright and full of love and welcoming. And last night I just had so much guilt around, like, not needing to create space for Gareth's fear, and then hurt around him not being able to hold space for mine. And I could see underneath that there was so much love. And yet there's this feeling like I don't even really want to admit that. I don't want to, like, I should be over this now, you know.
Is it okay if you maybe always love Gareth? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a lot of self-attack in it as well, you know. Yeah, just more heartbroken. Like that's how it is in the night. I'm just crying and I can't breathe, and yet afterwards it feels like great. There's a big release. Yeah, that was the thing that came up in the night. It's like agony. It feels like agony to withhold love, and torture to hold on to grievances. And just so much, just a lot of fear, you know, there's just a lot of fear of loss and wanting to do it my way. And also, but in within all this, there is a deep trust. It's like a tiny little seed. Yeah, I just feel like I just need it to be so gentle. Yeah, it feels like a tiny little seed of faith, and yet I'm being asked to like jump off the cliff over and over again. Yeah, that's it.
And that's how awakening life can feel, having to jump off the cliff over and over again. Just to realize you're held, you're carried. There are wings.
Think of someone who like is a hang glider, you know, they literally do jump off cliffs. They have all this support to lift them up. And probably the first number of times it's really scary, but then maybe the 20th time that they like run and jump and they're happy and
Yeah, well, that feels better. I feel like I'm teetering on the edge. Like, oh, do I?
Yeah. When you mentioned that guilt of thinking you have withheld love, there is some guilt. So I would say it's helpful to see that, to see the guilt and maybe even see you have withheld love, and then to see how come, what's there. Why is the fear of love? There must be fear of love if you withhold love, To even be with that without judgment, without condemning yourself for it. But okay, curiosity, okay, why is that so? Why did I withhold love? Yeah. I think the world does offer opportunities all the time for seeing what's in your mind, seeing what fear is there. And I feel you did great. You did great with all of it.
Yeah, just with you saying that, it feels the fear of rejection, fear of the love being rejected, or even fear of being attacked for loving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're on your way of healing all this.
Yeah. Okay. Just gonna jump, fly.
right. We get a lot of good updrafts here today.
Still windy.
Yeah.
Okay, next we can go to Matthew.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm feeling quite unsettled these last couple of days. And like Laurie, I haven't been sleeping well. My dreams are so disturbing. It's just really strange dreams. The anxiety is not so much about the trip. It's just I'm not in an allowing place at the moment. And I think that's what is stirring me up. It's not actually the trip in itself, because I can't wait, really. It's an adventure, it is exciting. The actual trip is something I've always wanted to do, like drive on the ferry and then cross country driving, then on the way back. Yeah, I feel joy now again.
Good. You just needed to unload the top layer.
Yeah.
And anxiety. Yeah. What a beautiful example, Matthew. Just a little bit of allowing how you feel, and how you feel shifts. So you're right on with this, realizing you haven't allowed feelings.
Yeah, it's a bad habit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's and it's a good thing to realize, because it's a common habit. That's why Jesus has to tell us: the more you look at fear, the less you see of it. The more you acknowledge how you feel, the less fear, the less anxiety, the less worry you will have. That's why it's just taking a moment with it is so healing.
It's so much better.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we have a whole arrangement. So Matthew is going. There's like car swaps happening here. Matthew is going to pick up Laurie's car in Manchester. Laurie's flying here, but first we're picking up Karen, and so we figured out that if Matthew gets a place to stay tomorrow night, then Marga can drop him off, pick up Karen, and Matthew flies the next morning, picks up Laurie's car, and Laurie flies here.
Matthew drives to Ireland and then down to Spain.
Yeah. It's fun. It's like an orchestra. It's like playing together. It's beautiful. And Peter is always looking after Karen's apartment, as she can see her, to keep it neat and tidy for the sale. And it's a sweet collaboration all around. I'm all for healing. Okay, looks like Solveig. Maybe this is our last chat for today. Solveig.
Yeah, well, I feel nervous, and I can see I have a lot of judgments. I think I felt like sharing, but not exactly knowing what it was about. And the whole meeting, and it's been a really helpful meeting for me. And then I keep telling myself, no, you don't need to share, you don't need to share. I think I feel still overwhelmed being here, and this I think I still feel kind of there's this kind of responsibility about somehow trying to get some work and get some money, and part of me knows this is not the purpose. And I have this longing to extend that I've had for a long time, and I really feel that. And then it's kind of it feels like it swaps in and out in my mind. And I'm aware when the responsibility comes in, I feel so alone and abandoned. And I was just looking at, even feeling abandoned by you and the community here in the meeting right now. There's this heavy place in me, and this feels a little confused and messy, this sharing, but there's something about mentioning the upcoming retreat, and I still have jealousy around that not being there, thinking that I'm going to miss out, feeling unworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Unwanted, definitely unwanted. Yeah. And I know it's not true, but the feelings are there. It's just coming up.
Thank you so much for allowing yourself to share about those feelings. Yeah. It feels like an opportunity for you to heal a bit more, to face more of this exclusion belief. You're worthy of all the joy, worthy of peace of mind. Always. And good that you're seeing this, how the responsibility thought makes you feel so alone. That's helpful to see that, how responsibility makes you feel. Then you can keep handing that over, hand over that personal responsibility. Remember just your one responsibility. You have one holy responsibility. It's very holy, about your own peace of mind, accepting the true freedom. That's your one responsibility. And that one makes you feel joined, not alone.
No. Yeah. I just realized this coming here, even on the travel, I think it started, but definitely being here, I've just seen so many judgments, like just seeing someone on the street. We went swimming and there was this man who was so much in love with his own body, and I had these huge judgments of him. It was just really intense judgments coming up around people. The way they act, the way they look, it's just so intense. Yeah.
Well, it shows you some belief.
Yeah. It feels good to just be able to say it.
Yeah, and the calling is always to overlook the form and stick to a state of mind, stick to either forgiveness or peace of mind, These two options are like your choices, your real helpful choices, forgiveness or peace of mind. Forgiveness leads to peace of mind, Yeah. I love you very much.
Thank you.
Wow.
The Denmark 3.
Yeah.
And thank you for the picture of Lulu.
Yeah, but I must take this picture even though it was dark, and Lulu is going to take off on a moped here. So.
Windows, Yeah.
There you go. Off to Denmark.
Well, it's like the world will end in laughter. This meeting will end in laughter. So,
yeah, thank you everyone for joining in. See you again soon. Next meeting is tomorrow evening, 7:30 Spain time.
all right, love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.